Hi students, this is your Science Miss. In this session, we are going to discuss about Unit 20 Organ System in Animals. Living organisms are evolved from the simplest form to complex level of organization. Cells are the basic fundamental unit of an organism. These are grouped to form tissues. The tissues into organs and the organs form the organ system, forming an entire organism. All the systems work together in coordination to maintain the body in a homeostatic condition of an organism. Division of labor is found among the various organ systems. Here in this chapter we are going to discuss about digestive system, excretory system and reproductive system in human beings. There are 11 systems present in human body. They are integumentary system, skeletal system, muscular system, nervous system, circulatory system, respiratory system, digestive system, excretory system, reproductive system, sensory system and endocrine system. Here in this lesson we are going to see only these three systems: digestive system, excretory system and reproductive system. Human digestive system. The food that we eat contain not only simple substances like vitamins and minerals but also complex substances such as carbohydrates, protein and fat. These substances um, are converted into simple substances by the process of digestion. The 5 stages of nutrition includes ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation and ejection. The process of nutrition begins with intake of food called ingestion. The breakdown of large, complex, insoluble food molecules into small, simpler, soluble and diffusible particles by the action of digestive enzyme is called digestion. The digestive system consists of two sets of organs. They are alimentary canal and digestive glands. The structure of the alimentary canal. Alimentary canal consists of mouth, buccal cavity, pharynx, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine and anus. Mouth. The mouth leads into a buccal cavity. It is bounded by two soft, movable upper and lower lips. The buccal cavity is a large space bound above by the palate, below by the throat, on the sides by the jaws. The jaws bear teeth. Teeth. Teeth are hard structures meant for holding, cutting, grinding and crushing the food. In human beings, two sets of teeth. முதல்ல பிறக்கும்போது வளர்ற அந்த பால் பல்லுன்னு சொல்லுவோம் இல்லையா, அடுத்தது பர்மனண்ட்டாக இருக்கிற டீத். ஸோ 2 செட் ஆஃப் டீத் வந்து ஒரு ஹியூமன் பீயினுடைய லைஃப்பில் இருக்கும். ஸோ அந்த 2 செட்ஸ் ஆஃப் டீத்தை தான் என்னன்னு சொல்லுவோம்னா டைஃபாய்டோடென்ட் அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவோம். The first appearing set 20 teeth are called temporary or milk teeth and the second set of teeth 32 permanent teeth. Each tooth has a root filled in a gum. That type of tooth we call it as thecodont. The permanent teeth are of 4 types. So 4 types of teeth present ஆகிறதுனால அதை heterodont. Heteroனா different அர்த்தம். Heterodont. So what are the 4 types of tooth? Incisors, canines, premolars and molars. There are 8 incisors, 4 canines, 8 premolars and 12 molars. Incisors, the function of the incisor is cutting and biting. The function of canine is tearing and freezing. Premolars and molars crushing and grinding the food. Dental formula. Dental formula represents the number of different types of teeth present in each half of the jaw. This dental formula represents the milk teeth 212 by 212. That is, this number represents the tooth present in the upper jaw, and this number represents the tooth present in lower jaw. So 10 into 2 is equal to 20. So totally 20 milk teeth are there. In permanent teeth, 2 incisors, 1 canines, 2 premolars and 3 molars. Simultaneously, it is also present in lower jaw. So 16 into 2, totally 32 teeth are there in the permanent. Salivary gland. 3 pairs of salivary glands are present in mouth cavity. They are parotid gland, sublingual gland and submaxillary or submandibular gland. Parotid gland are the largest salivary gland which lies at the cheeks in front of the ear. Sublingual gland are the smallest gland and lie beneath the tongue. Submaxillary or submandibular gland lies at the angles of the lower jaw. The salivary gland secrete a viscous fluid called saliva, approximately 1.5 liters per day. Saliva digests starch by the action of an enzyme called thialin. It digests amylase in the saliva, which converts starch into polysaccharides and then once again into disaccharides. Saliva also contains an antibacterial enzyme called lysozyme. Tongue. The tongue is a muscular sensory organ which helps in mixing the food with the saliva. The masticated food in the buccal cavity becomes a bolus which is rolled by the tongue and passed through the pharynx into the esophagus by swallowing. During swallowing, the epiglottis at the tip of the glottis closes and prevents the food from entering into the trachea. அதாவது நம்ம சாப்பிடும்போது பேசக்கூடாதுன்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. ஏன்னா நம்ம மூச்சு விடுறதுக்காக எபிக்ளாட்டிக்ஸ் வந்து ஓப்பன் ஆகும். சாப்பிடும்போது ஆட்டோமேட்டிக்காக அந்த மஸ்குலர் ஃப்ளாப் எபிக்ளாட்டிக்ஸ் வந்து க்ளோஸ் ஆகிருக்கும். நம்ம பேசிகிட்டே இருந்தோம்னா அந்த எபிக்ளாட்டிக்ஸ் ஓப்பன் ஆகி அந்த ஃபுட் பார்ட்டிகல்ஸ் வந்து ட்ரக்கியாக்குள்ளே என்டர் ஆகிடும். Pharynx. The pharynx is a muscular lining cavity behind the nose and mouth. It serves as a path for the movement of food from the mouth to esophagus. Esophagus, it is otherwise called as food pipe. It conducts food from pharynx to the stomach by peristaltis. Peristaltis means wave-like movement. Stomach. Stomach is a wide J-shaped muscular organ located between esophagus and the small intestine. The gastric glands present in the inner wall of the stomach secretes gastric juice. The gastric juice is colorless, highly acidic, containing mucus, hydrochloric acid and enzyme renin and pepsin. Inactive pepsinogen is converted into active pepsin which acts on protein. Hydrochloric acid kills the bacteria swallowed along with food. The action of the gastric juice and pruning of food in the stomach converting the bolus into a semi-digested food called chyme. Renin is a milk protein. Small intestine. The small intestine is the longest part of the alimentary canal. It comprises 3 parts: duodenum, jejunum and ileum. Duodenum. Duodenum is C-shaped and receives a bile duct and pancreatic duct. Jejunum is the middle part of the small intestine. It is the short region of small intestine. It secretes enzymes, sucrose, maltase, lactase and lipase. Always enzymes ends with ASE. Remember that. Ileum forms the lower part of the small intestine and opens into the large intestine. It is the longest part of the small intestine. It contains minute finger-like projections called villi. Internally, each villus contains fine bed capillaries and lacteal tubules. The small intestine serves both for digestion and absorption. Liver. Liver is the largest digestive gland of the body, which is reddish brown in color. On the upper under surface of the liver, gallbladder is present. The liver cells secrete bile, which is temporarily stored in the gallbladder. The bile secretes bile salt and bile pigments. This is very important to mark question. Bile salts helps in the digestion of fat by bringing about their emulsification. Emulsification means conversion of large fat droplets into smaller ones. Functions of the liver. Liver controls blood sugar and amino acid levels. It synthesizes fetal red blood cells, produces fibrinogen and prothrombin used for clotting of blood, destroys red blood cells, stores iron, copper, vitamin A and D, produces heparin, that is an anticoagulant, excretes toxin and metallic poisons, detoxifies substances including drugs and alcohol. The next gland is pancreas. Pancreas is a lobed leaf-shaped gland situated between stomach and duodenum. Pancreas acts both as an exocrine gland and as an endocrine gland. This is very important. Both exocrine and endocrine. The exocrine part of the pancreatic gland secretes pancreatic juice, which contains lipase, trypsin and amylase enzymes, which acts on fat, protein and starch respectively. The endocrine part of the pancreas is islets of Langerhans. It secretes two hormones. Alpha cells secretes glycagon and beta cells secretes insulin. The intestinal glands secretes intestinal juices called saccus entericus, which contains enzymes like maltase, lactase, sucrase and lipase, which act in an alkaline medium. Next, absorption of food. Absorption is the process by which nutrients obtained after digestion are absorbed by villi and circulated throughout the body by blood and lymph and supplied to our body cells. Assimilation. Assimilation means the incorporation of the absorbed food materials into the tissue cells as their internal and homologous organs. So, the 5 steps of digestion are ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation, and finally egestion. Excess fat are stored in adipose tissue. The excess sugars are converted into complex polysaccharides, glycogen in the liver. Large intestine. The unabsorbed and undigested food is passed into the large intestine. Large intestine has 3 parts: cecum, colon and rectum. The cecum is a small blind pouch-like structure situated at the junction of the small and large intestine. From this blind end, a finger-like structure called vermiform appendix rises. It is a vestigial functionless organ in human beings. The colon is a broader than ileum. It passes up the abdomen on the right ascending colon, transverse colon, and then descending colon. The rectum is the last part which opens into the anus. It keeps closed by the ring of muscles called anal sphincters, which opens when passing stools. The undigested and unassimilated protein of the ingested food materials is thrown out from the body through the anal aperture as fecal matter. This is known as egestion or defecation. This tabular column is very important. Here, these are the salivary digestive glands related to digestion, and these are the enzymes secreted by these glands. Salivary gland secretes thiolin that acts on starch and converts into maltase. Gastric gland secretes pepsin, renin. Pepsin acts on protein and converts into peptones. Renin acts on milk protein and converts into curdled milk to produce casein protein. And the pancreas. Pancreas secretes pancreatic amylase, trypsin, chymotrypsin, pancreatic lipase. Pancreatic amylase reacts on starch and converts into maltose. Trypsin acts on proteins and peptones and converts into peptides and amino acids. Chymotrypsin acts on proteins and converts into peptose, polypeptides and so on. Pancreatic lipase acts on emulsified fat and converts into fatty acids and glycerol. The intestinal gland secretes maltase, lactase, sucrase, lipase. Maltase acts on maltose and converts into glucose. Maltase acts on lactose and converts into glucose. Sucrase acts on sucrose. Lipase acts on fat and it converts into fatty acid and glycerol. This is the flow chart of digestion. Food, mouth, buccal cavity, pharynx, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, anus, and at last nitrogenous waste is excreted out. Girls, please go through the video and we will continue the remaining part of the lesson in part 2. Thank you, students.